Today at Welcome Home Custom, we are going to learn how to assemble this new wall clock. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, I wanted to show you real quick the clock, the free hanging clock. I painted some of my pieces black and then I just scored the rest. I just used spray paint. I took it outside in the garage, spray painted it, and then brought it in. So I want to show you an easier way to glue these if you haven't thought of this already. So I'm just going to grab our showstopper from last year or last month and just place it over the top like that. And I'm going to flip it just like I do the other flipping. And then I am going to go ahead and add glue to the back of this guy. And then we are just going to place this right back down like so. Make sure it's lined up. Flip it back over. And we're glued. Now I need to make sure that my hole is lined up all the way through, which it looks like it is. And now I can add my hardware. Okay, so I'm gonna add this hardware. I'm gonna include the hook because I'm gonna make it a clock that I can hang on the wall. So when you add your hardware, this feeds in through the back, like so. And then you'll see your hook. I should go ahead and show you that. The hook, we're not quite dry, but the hook will stand out so that you can hang it. And I am going to be adding leather trim to the outside as well. Okay, so let's grab some hands. Let's see what hands will work. Can't believe I forgot to do that. There we go. And now we can add our hands back on. Which you can see I just bent a little bit. Can I unbend it? Actually, I have this one that's cleaner. Let's do that. Unless that's the same as this one. They're pretty darn close, aren't they? Okay. Put the cap on. There we go. Now it doesn't fall off. So now let's go ahead and let's add leather. Okay, I found it. So these are just pre-cut from Amazon if you want to just order one. You can buy them raw as well. These are from Tandy Leather. So we are going to basically, first of all, get a good estimate of how big it needs to be. So we get down to here, we're fairly tight all the way around. And we would snip it if I had scissors here. Now this will work. Nope. So we're just gonna snip right here, get it started, and then look at it from top down and cut as straight as you can. We are then going to add glue. I have some E6000 here. We can probably just bead the glue all the way across and then tape it on. And what I'm gonna do, I'm going to just fold it down so I can add glue to it. Start my glue. Didn't get a good we are going to start at the bottom. I am going to roll it on. Cleaning up my glue as I go. I want it fairly flush on the front. I can now untape this, move it back, tape the end down, just so I can add a little bit more glue. And then you're gonna reassess at the very end if you have excess, which I have just a little bit. So I'm going to trim off just a touch and then push it back down again. Yep, that's just about perfect. Add glue at the very end. Ooh. This stuff can get really messy. We are going to pull it as tight as we can and then tape it. To hold it together. And then we're just going to go through and double check. We're looking for any runaway glue. There's a little bit. You should be able to just rub it off. And that's it, guys. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and I can't wait to see what you make.